I'm pulling out my bowl of Cocoa Puffs here and laying on the carpet,
Oh man.
watching Droids. I feel like it's giving me nostalgia for the part of the '80s I never lived through.
I just love the intro song. It's just so great.
Trouble again.
In trouble again.
Yes, and they are always in trouble. In trouble again. This is from September 14th, 1985.
Was it a Saturday morning cartoon? Does anybody know? Was September 14th, 1985 a Saturday?
Somebody get their old calendars out.
I don't know. When do new cartoons get released? Wouldn't they play like on networks like cartoons?
Yeah, this was ABC.
Yeah, so it would be on Saturday mornings on the network.
It was a Saturday. Thank you, Google.
There you go.
Yeah, today we're watching Droids episode 2.
This episode is not for the faint of heart, as today we escape into terror.
Ah!
Oh.
Right, so this one is a continuation of the previous episode. So is it all just one long, like are they actually like a continuing story arc throughout this whole season?
Remember.
It seems that way.
Yeah, I watched these a long time ago. I don't remember. I feel like it maybe is several loosely connected ones.
This one is like a direct follow-up, though.
Oh yeah, so far it's just a story.
They're with this crew, the motley crew.
No, the police.
Oh, yeah, sorry. General thoughts?
I don't know. I haven't really liked these a whole lot. I mean,
That's fine. It's fair.
I can appreciate them for what they are, but it's not like something that I would actively seek out to watch. Bit too much kid humor for me.
The enemies are just as bumbling fools like they were in the first episode too. That's
Yes,
classic
very much.
cartoon bad guys.
Exactly.
Actually,
Yeah.
maybe everybody in this show is bumbling.
Even the good guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
The good guys
that's
are
kinda
bumbling too. D3PO is definitely bumbling.
Yeah. So anyway, it starts out with the first example of C-3PO just being a big old bumbling idiot.
Right.
He was a lot more slapstick in this one than in the first
He
one.
pulls
Yeah.
the hyperdrive off and throws it into space.
They're trying to do repairs on the ship, and instead he throws the hyperdrive into space.
Yep. And the people don't even care. Like the
No.
No, they don't
No.
even try to go after it. They just say, "That's okay. We'll get another one."
We'll get one on. What's the name of the planet?
Anu.
There we
I
go.
wanted to mention though, this is the first scene of the whole thing, and immediately I'm like, this is great. R2 and C-3PO are sent outside of the ship to do repairs.
that I love.
You only see that in episode 1.
Right.
In the prequels, when they're send all the R2 units out to fix.
Yeah, they never go outside the ships. Or like you're talking about the droids. Like this is they're doing their job.
Right.
Okay.
I just think that was great, and he's just rolling around like on the outside of the hole.
Yeah, I did like that.
Archer's like he's in a bubble and it's just bouncing around. I don't know. You guys know what I'm
Do you
talking
mean
about?
the way he's animated?
Yeah, he's like not solid.
No,
I guess
I know.
maybe it's
It's like a marshmallow
No.
droid. It's great.
Yeah. Just a quick summary though. So they go to Kia's family, and they're rebels, but they're not really fighting the Empire here. They're basically trying to take down the gang, the From gang, because I don't know, because freedom. Because freedom is everybody's fight.
Yes.
I agree.
That's the moral of this episode. It's said many times. Is it the same planet from the last?
No.
No, like what are the odds of that? And that they happen to go on the planet that the boss is on too.
Oh yeah.
Like the coincidences are piling up. Never tell me the odds, but seriously.
Well, she was on a mission the first time though. Like there was a reason she
they
was
confirmed a few things.
on the
That was
other
good.
planet.
That's true.
She was sent to that planet to find them and destroy their base.
Because Kia's family is part of the Rebel Alliance.
Which the Rebel Alliance apparently still exists.
Well, again, I think this is before the original movies.
Oh,
Well, okay. I'm still not sure. And there's a few things that C-3PO does that make me wonder. There's one thing is he says this looks like a rebel base when he sees the secret base in their parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
And so was he already part of the Rebel Alliance at this point?
It's not after the movies though, because we were talking about this last time. They're mentioning Jabba the Hutt.
Yep.
Like as though he's still alive and kicking.
Something else though that C-3PO, they were told to go like clean out the stable or something later. He says, I would rather be feeding Tauntauns on Hoth than doing this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a blanket statement.
Well, everybody knows Hoth. Everybody goes skiing there, I guess.
See, I don't think anybody knows Hoth.
No.
We don't even know if Tauntauns are native to
Right.
Hoth.
That's why I felt like it was a direct reference to the rebels on Hoth.
They could be bumbling the story.
What? This doesn't fit?
You think we might be reading too much into this?
Star Wars lore?
What? No.
They should have, but maybe they made it for kids who maybe don't think about it this much.
There might not be a lot of thought behind it.
No, it has to be perfect.
I
Yes.
liked the show until now that we're pointing out all this stuff, and now it's just
This makes no sense.
not okay.
But they land there and they have to go through customs, I guess, to get there.
They're in an airport.
That was a great scene.
And 3PO and R2 have to go in a line for droids, and he's all upset because it's discrimination against droids.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, he calls it discrimination.
Yeah, he does. He calls it like it is.
Uh-huh.
There is
Yep.
actually droid discrimination in Star Wars. You know.
Yeah, this world has some equality issues.
Even
too.
fantasy worlds are not perfect.
Yep.
Freedom is everybody's fight.
We want to emphasize that.
You at home too. You can make a difference in this fight for droid equality.
If there's one thing we want you to get out of this, it's freedom is everyone's fight.
And some guards or something from the gang show up to like watch for the heroes here. And R2 distracts them by acting crazy and shooting oil out
And
of stuff.
everyone panics and thinks the droid, he's going insane. So everyone just goes running around screaming.
Yeah, C-3PO's like, mad droid, everybody panic. No, but the oil shooting out was a droid cut in line in front of C-3PO and R2-D2. And then R2 just starts, well, I don't know what, beeping, probably just like swearing at the other droid, and so the other droid
They have
blasts
to beep it
him,
out.
but misses and hits C-3PO with the oil spray.
Yeah, classic.
They had to beep out what he was saying.
Yeah, he beeped it off a lot.
They're always doing that with R2.
There's this part when they're talking to this big mean droid, and R2 says a little bleep. Here, I'll just play it.
What did he say?
Nothing of any importance.
What did he say?
Well, he said your maker was a trash compactor. Oh, it's not his fault.
He said your maker was a trash compactor. He's like, no, sorry. He doesn't know what he's saying. I just thought that was so fun.
It's a droid insult. That's what they say.
That's such a good insult.
R2 is kind of a jerk to people.
That's exactly what R2 said.
You get the vibe, but you never actually hear what he's
I know, you don't usually get like a direct translation.
He's kind of just got a filthy mouth.
Oh, I know.
They're always doing that with R2. And he's showing all these little contraptions that he's got. I thought that was just a pretty cool thing. That
Yeah, he's like a Swiss Army droid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we heard the classic R2-D2 scream
Many times.
in this one.
He does it
There
a lot.
it is.
that one. And they escape, and those guards are like, "Hey, they're getting away."
Yeah, like what are these like Simpson characters?
They're Saturday morning cartoon villains.
Yeah.
They're so dumb. One of the guys later calls them clones.
No, he misspoke. He's like, I mean, clowns.
Yeah, but what if they're like a bunch of cloned?
Maybe they do. They look the same.
That would explain the bumbling.
They're worse though than the main bad guys.
Or at least it would explain it more.
Yeah,
That's why the main bad guys are the main bad guys.
because they're marginally more competent.
Exactly.
They run into the one guy's dad. Last time we saw Tiggy.
He talks about his dad, who is some
The
kind of
boss man.
legendary boss.
Yeah, so now we meet his dad, and
Yeah.
he's
Size.
better at it being a bad guy than Tig is, but still not great.
He's not too happy with his son.
He kind of wants to kill him, I think.
One last chance, and then his his bodyguard is gonna ice him. I think.
Yeah, pretty brutal.
In the first episode, I thought that big guy was like Tig's assistant or something, but he's really just keeping an eye on him for his dad.
Yeah. And also his dad's like 900 years old.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what Tig said.
Look as good, you will not, huh?
Yeah. Look that good 900 years, you will not.
That's right.
I thought the bad guy's base looks like a Dr. Seuss tower. That crazy like rock pinnacle it's perched up on top of. It feels like there's no way that thing should be able to stay up there.
Oh,
Not much of a secret base either.
No, it's the tallest thing in the landscape.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be a secret base. Could it stand out anymore? I don't know if it could.
Could you be any less secret?
But yeah, so then utilizing R2-D2's amazing mad droid distraction, everybody manages to escape in a speeder and head over to Kaya's parents' place,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, they live on a farm and they have animals like mammoth, whatever they were. Yeah.
Some weird sloth things. I don't know.
C3PO was going to go do I don't know what to them.
Unspeakable.
He's vacuuming them,
I
apparently.
think he was just supposed to vacuum them
Okay.
off. Yeah, big hairy. What are they? Did you say what they were?
Yeah, I forget the exact name.
Sand sloths.
Sand sloths.
There we go. That's a thing. It
Did you
exists.
find the Wikipedia article?
Large fur-covered animals native to Anu.
Yep, it's official.
They only show up in this Droids cartoon.
Well, apparently they're mentioned as some
Like an
audio.
audiobook.
Tales of the Jedi.
This sounds like something I need to listen to. This is Ulic Queldroma and Nomi Sunrider are characters. You find their bodies anyway in Knights of the Old Republic.
Really?
Yeah, they were like these Jedi that went on this great
That
hunt.
sounds
Who
awesome.
writes these articles? Somebody's just going through, and every time anything is mentioned, they say, "Whoa, oh, gotta stop. Read an article about it."
Should we talk about how freedom is everyone's fight?
Yeah, let's mention that one more time.
It is.
Thank you.
They send a cool assassin
Yeah.
droid after Fall Jobin.
Yeah,
This
That
was
was
like
cool.
one of the coolest scenes that we've seen yet. Like the
I
way this
agree.
guy moves, like
He's really stealthy.
yeah.
very creeping.
I thought that was gonna be a lightsaber, by the way. He holds his weapon up like a lightsaber and
Right.
flicks a button. I was waiting for a beam to pop out, but
Smoke comes out.
smoke came out instead.
He has some kind of gas. Not really clear what it's doing.
So this droid was sent by the Froms. They're trying to kidnap the two guys who they think are responsible for destroying their secret base in the last episode for some reason.
Who, again, don't really know anything about
No.
it. This droid is really flexible,
Yeah,
though.
he just dodges all of R2 and C-3PO's attacks.
And they throw a lot of attacks at him.
It's almost like they're easy to dodge.
Yeah, they're kind of just running back and forth, and he's avoiding them.
He's having avoiding him there. He intentionally tripped C3PO
Yeah.
up and sent him flying into a wall.
Terrible.
3PO is learning some kind of taekwondo.
Yeah, what did he call it?
He called it Ratic Nez.
Okay, thanks. I was hoping one of you guys had that. Is that a real thing? It was in Star Wars?
Within Star Wars? I don't know.
How do you spell that?
I guessed Ratiknez.
This is going to be a hard one to find.
Yeah.
Probably because it doesn't exist.
Or someone erased it from the archive.
Well, there's a Wikipedia article on unarmed combat, which I'm pretty sure that's what he called it. Anyway, this is going to be a rabbit hole. We don't need to go down.
No.
But it's cool.
Anyway, he was looking pretty stellar with his karate techniques, and he was all prepared to get into some fist fights too throughout this episode.
We don't really get to see if he could actually do anything.
I know, I was ready for
He
him
doesn't
to
really get a chance to fight anybody.
go nuts. He always end up bumbling it
It's
up.
just his back kept bothering him.
His bumbling got in the way.
The martial art is called Graviknez.
Oh,
It consisted mostly of direct hand and arm strikes.
So there it is.
Appears only in this episode.
Also known as boxing.
also known as made up words.
Yep. I think
Terrible.
3PO was
Oh,
making
that's
it
all
up.
Star Wars is made of.
What? No, there's real things and then there's made up things. Come
It's
on.
all real.
Oh.
Anyway, they still get him.
What, Kia or somebody
It's like
zaps him?
zap
Well,
him.
she gets him.
Yeah,
And then they dismantle him completely.
just to make sure.
Viewer discretion advised in that scene.
The gang is making a weapon, and that's why the rebels want to like
Yep.
take him down. And they steal the weapon. It's a ship, and they steal it and fly away with it.
But they say they're going to
Yeah.
destroy it because nobody should have
Yeah, it's
that
too
powerful
dangerous.
of a ship.
Yeah,
But they don't show them
No.
destroy it, so
We
we
don't
might
know.
find out they decide to do otherwise in the next one.
hopefully they take it for a joyride and just go blasting people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the summary, but we can go back now.
I liked the when they were in front of all the bad guys where they were talking, just standing there looking at them.
What?
The guys are giving away their whole plan in front of the droids.
Yeah.
C-3PO and R2 were just standing right out in the open, looking, not moving.
Right.
Because nobody pays attention to droids.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. They sneak into the base but get caught like immediately. But then, lucky for them, who's this guy with the mohawk?
Thal Jobin.
He comes in with C-3PO and R2 and they save them. And then they actually make a good plan. They go into these like containers and then the droids pretend they're gonna
Delivering parts or something.
delivering parts.
Yeah, they did some pretty good thinking. 3PO did some quick thinking there.
I mean, they almost get them killed a couple times.
Yeah.
So don't give them too much credit.
But they didn't. That's the point.
It's only good with hand grenades and horseshoes.
Oh yeah.
I said that backwards.
They do have a thermal detonator, though.
They do, but it's weirdly shaped.
It's shaped like a lightsaber.
Kia just sticks it onto C-3PO's chest.
Yeah.
It's like magnetic or something. Just sticks a thermal
Yeah.
detonator, doesn't tell him what
Yeah,
it is.
she just says, here, hold this.
We're going to have to sit down and have a talk here about safety.
Like, that
Yeah.
seems like a bad idea.
And those clown, whatever
Yeah.
guards are like throwing his detonator around. They don't know what it is.
It's like a secretly made thermal detonator, or a shape of a thermal detonator that nobody's ever
Yeah, so they almost blow everything up.
It really does look like a lightsaber.
That's what I thought it
That would
was.
have been cool.
Well, Thal already has the lightsaber, but he just doesn't
Yeah,
use
he doesn't use it at all.
Oh yeah, it was like he used it for about 5 seconds in the
Yeah.
first episode.
So anyway, yeah, they play hot potato with the thermal detonator for a while. And they set it off. They set off the timer anyway. So now they're trying to steal the ship, and they also have a thermal detonator that's counting down.
it. All the good guys, they managed to climb aboard the Tygon 1 and blow up the hangar bay so they can escape.
Oh yeah, there's also a point where they're cutting through the door to try to stop them, like the bad guys are. It's totally from Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, when
Yeah.
they're
They're
cutting.
still coming
Yeah,
through.
exactly. They're
I think there's more things taken from this than anyone realizes.
I think you're right.
I know.
Like, actually, there's been a bunch of scenes that are like, this is like kind of similar to a scene.
Sometimes I'm like, are we just looking for things to say this inspired something from another Star Wars movie?
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I don't know.
you watch enough scenes. But
I don't know.
It makes you wonder. Like, did George Lucas go through this and then just pick scenes out?
Like that's a good idea. That's
Like,
a good idea.
I'm wondering if he thought
Some of it must be. There's too many things for it all to be a coincidence.
Did he write the prequels, or did the Droids director write the prequels?
Right.
That's what I'm
I also wanted to point out her gun looks like, I don't know, like a remote control.
I thought it was like a phaser from Star Trek.
Right. It's like this little box. Like that's
It
the
does look
worst
like that.
gun I've ever seen in anything.
They spent all their animation on that cool ship, the Tygon 1.
Oh yeah, look at that thing.
But it's terrible.
And next channel, flashback.
This is the this is 85 remotes were probably
Right. That was
Whole
high
new
tech.
technology.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why you make a gun after.
Yep.
You ever imagine shooting lasers out of your remote?
You do. That's how remotes work.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Remotes are laser technology, though. Right?
Well, they shoot little infrared lasers.
Yeah. They're not deadly ones.
There's a warning that says, "Do not aim for a sustained time at a person."
Really?
Yeah, or it'll burn a hole through your head.
Do not turn above setting 7.
Right. Keep phaser set to stun.
She has her head,
Yeah.
and you can clearly see it.
Just overcharge your remote. It's a deadly weapon.
Yeah, after the credits in this episode, they actually show her watching TV, and she hits the button and it burns a hole in the TV.
Oh man! Not
That would be.
again.
I wish they did. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, that's not my remote.
Yeah.
They should have ended each episode with well, they did kind of end with a joke, but they should have ended each episode with a better joke.
Yes.
Instead, it just ends with 3PO throwing his back out again.
And he says, "Freedom is everyone's fight."
All right. If you got nothing else from this episode, freedom is everyone's fight. All right. Tune in next time, listeners, to see the Trigon Unleashed.
Trigon Unleashed. I love the
Sure.
names.
Oh boy, so apparently they don't destroy it.
That's great.
I mean, I'm into this. I just want to know what's gonna
I
happen.
think it's great.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
Freedom is everyone's fight.